Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to set up auto reply on Zoho Mail using AI agent. So I'm an owner of a digital marketing agency and I manage the email communication in my business with the help of Zoho Mail. Over here, I receive a lot of inquiries from my customers, feedbacks, comments or complaints on Zoho Mail. Now I have to create reply to all of them manually, which is very time consuming. So what I've done for this process, I have created an AI agent. How this AI agent works is that as soon as I'm going to receive a new email on my Zoho Mail, automatically an AI agent is going to generate a reply related to the mail. Okay, suppose I have received an inquiry, automatically the AI agent is going to generate the reply towards the inquiry, and then as the reply is going to be generated by the AI agent, automatically it is going to create a reply in my Zoho Mail account. Okay, so now if you want to learn how you can create this AI agent for yourself, for your business, for that let me take you to my screen. In this video we're going to learn how to rely on Zoho Mail using AI agent. So I am an owner of a marketing agency and I rely on Zoho Mail for managing my clients' communication. And I use Zoho Mail to handle incoming emails from my clients, leads and partners. To streamline my email management, I use an AI agent that automatically sends a reply based on the email that I'm going to receive on Zoho Mail. It also triggers auto replies during weekends or when I'm out of the office, ensuring my clients received prompt responses even when I'm unavailable. This automation helps me maintain consistent communication, enhance customer satisfaction, and saves time on repetitive email tasks. And I'm going to create this amazing AI agent with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect/INR/. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. As I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the products that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right over here. After that, Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as AI Agent to Auto Reply on Zoho Mail. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. And for the folder, from the left side of my panel, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account. And from these folders, I'm going to select a specific one in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select AI Agent Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of AI Agent to Auto Reply on Zoho Mail, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. So what is Trigger and Action? Trigger and Action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Zoho Mail. As my objective is that as soon as I'm going to receive any inquiry mail in my Zoho account, automatically the trigger over here should capture the response of that. And that is why for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as Zoho Mail. And the trigger event over here is going to be new email. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now using this unique webhook URL, we are going to build a connection between Zoho Mail and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. Then I'm going to log into my Zoho Mail account that I want to connect to Pabbly Connect. After that, to connect this account to Pabbly Connect, from the right side of the panel, you can see over here it says Settings on the top right corner. I'm going to click over here. After coming to Settings of your Zoho Mail account, from this panel, go to Integration and Developer Space right here. After coming to Developer Space, over here under Developer Space, under Configure, it says Webhooks. I'm going to go to it. It says Incoming Webhook and Outgoing Webhook. I'm going to select as Outgoing Webhook right here. Then to create a new one, I'm going to click on this Create New Configuration right here. Okay. It is asking for the custom username. So for the username over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it as Test Webhooks webbook22 right over here. Okay, this is the name, and for the URL, I'm going to paste the webbook URL right here. Select entity, I'm going to select as mail. Select mail conditions, I'm going to select as no condition, all mail. I want to receive all the mails. Okay. Over here it is asking for the custom function, which I do not want, so I'm going to skip the part. Okay, and then I'm going to click on the save button right over here. As I've done that, it says configuration has been updated. If I'm going to go back to my webbook section over here, you can see a new webbook in the name of test webbook22 has been successfully added over here in my Zoho Mail account. Okay, as now the webbook URL is successfully added in this account, now what we are going to do is I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. You can see over here it is saying waiting for webbook response. So now to check whether Zoho Mail is connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a test email to my Zoho Mail account. And after doing that, I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the new email being received in my Zoho Mail account or not. Okay. Now for that, I'm going to write over here a test email. Firstly, I'm going to write the subject over here as... So this is the subject that I have, that is inquiry about your digital marketing service. Okay, this is the subject, and for the body over here, I'm going to write it as... This is the body, that is Hi Pixar Boost Agency. I hope you're doing well. My name is John Doe and I am reaching out to inquire about your digital marketing services. I'm particularly interested in learning more about your social media management packages and pricing. Could you please share more information regarding the platforms you manage, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, your pricing plan for small businesses, and the average result your clients typically see in terms of engagement and reach. Additionally, if you have any brochures, pricing sheets, or case studies, I would love to review them. Looking forward to response. Best regards, Jodo, and this is the number and this is the enterprises right here. Okay, so this is the email, the inquiry that I'm going to send to my Zoho Mail account. I'm going to select the recipient over here, the email address of my Zoho Mail account. So this is my Zoho Mail email ID right over here. After that, I'm going to click on this send button to send the inquiry. You can see over here, I've sent the inquiry successfully. This is the inquiry and this is the message you can see right here. Now I'm going to open my workflow to check whether I've received the new email in the trigger or not. For that, I'm going to scroll down. Over here, I'm going to wait for a few seconds. You can see in front of you the response has now been successfully captured. Okay, now let us tally the response. The subject, this is the subject, you can see right away, inquiry about your digital marketing services. Over here, this is the summary of the email that we have received, that is auto-generated by Zoho Mail right over here. And with that, we have also received the body of the email. If I'm going to scroll down, this is the body in HTML format right over here. If I'm going to scroll down, you can see this is the same body that we have received right over here, but in HTML format. Okay, so as now we have received the details over here, this means that Zoho Mail is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. Now I receive a lot of mails on my Zoho Mail account. Okay, the mail can be either spam, inquiry, or the advertisement. Okay. So now what I want is I only want to send replies to those mails like the inquiries, comments, feedbacks by my customers, clients, or potential clients. Okay. So now in order to detect, we are going to add an action step in which we are going to add a condition to detect these emails. For that, I'm going to select over here as filter, which is going to help me filter out the values according to my requirement. And the action event over here is going to be filter values. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this connect button right here. Now we have to select the label. For the label over here, I'm going to search for the subject. Okay, usually what happens in subject, all the clients and customers that I have, they usually mention what all they require. So over here it says inquiry about digital marketing services. So I'm going to select the subject over here. Okay, when the subject over here contains the value, I'm going to write over here as inquiries. So when the subject contains this value inquiry, then this workflow should be further executed after this filter step. Okay. Similarly, I have some more words over here. I'm going to again select over here subject first. So this is the subject. From this, I'm going to select it. Now the type is going to be contains and the value over here is going to be feedback. Okay. If the subject contains this word feedback, then I'm going to add another or condition. I'm going to again select over here the subject. So this is the subject. I'm going to select it. Contains over here, I'm going to write it as problem. Okay, let's suppose problem. Then I'm going to add another or condition over here. I'm going to search for the subject first. This is a subject. And then for the filter type, I'm going to select as contains. Over here, let me select over here as report. Okay. And lastly, I'm going to add one more word over here. So I'm going to again search for subject right here. This is the subject. Contains issue. Okay, so if the subject contains issue, report, problem, feedback, or the inquiry words in it, then automatically this workflow is going to be further executed. Okay, So as I've added, you can add more or conditions according to your requirement, as many as you want right here, okay? And add the value, single value right over here. You cannot enter a comma and another word, okay? So as I've now done that, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button right here. The status comes as success and the condition comes as true, which is a positive response. This means now this filter has been added. As now we have added the filter, now this workflow is only going to be executed further after this filter step if the subject of the mail that we have received in our Zoho Mail account contains any of the words that you're going to add in your filters, okay? After that, now I want to generate a reply to this email. For generating the reply, I am using an AI agent. For that, I'm using OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI is my AI agent. If you want, you can use Google, Gemini, or other AI agents for your business. Okay, and the action event over here is going to be ChatGPT. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, it is asking for the token. Using this token, we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. To generate the token of your OpenAI account, click on this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right over here. And as you're going to do that, you're going to land towards the API keys page of your OpenAI account. And now to generate your own token, click on this create new secret key button right here. Then this window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the token name, project, and the permission, which you have to select it as all right here. After filling all the required details, you have to click on this create secret key button, and as you're going to do that, the token is going to be generated. Copy it and paste it right over here. I have done that already, so I'm going to select the existing connection and click on the save button right here. After that, it is asking for me to select the AI model. For the AI model, I'm going to use it as GPT-4o mini. If you want, you can select other AI model from this drop down according to your requirement, okay? Next over here, it is asking for the prompt. Prompt is the text with the help of which this AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirement. I want to generate the reply to this email that we have received in our Zoho Mail account. So I'm going to specify all the things what I require in this prompt right over here, and I'm going to specify all the things that I strictly do not require in the response as well. So I'm going to enter the prompt over here as... So this is the prompt that I have, that is, I am an owner for marketing agency business. I rely on Zoho Mail for managing my clients' communication. I use Zoho Mail to handle incoming emails from clients, leads, and partners. Generate a professional and friendly reply to the following email inquiry. The response should address the sender's question clearly and provide relevant details. Maintain a warm and a helpful tone. Just create reply to the email. Don't give anything else like subject. Give the email an HTML body, and my details are demo user @pabblytudes.com and a dummy mobile number. Do not add anything extra like JSON or these signs, and refer the example JSON provided to create JSON response. This is the example subject, email body, HTML email body. Here's the email, okay? I want the response in a JSON format. That is why I've mentioned this right over here. You can copy it from here. If you want to find this prompt, we have the link of this workflow in the description. You can find our workflow over there, okay? I want the response, the subject, and the email body separately. That is why I want it in a JSON format. That is why I've mentioned this right here, okay? It is asking for the email right over here. Now for the data of this field, like the email, I am going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how it works is that as soon as I'm going to select this email field, these were the previous steps of this workflow. And as I'm going to click on this step, you can see this is the same response that was captured in our previous step. In the response, we have received the body. So I'm going to search for the body we have received in HTML. This is the body. It is asking for the email. For this email, we have to generate the response. So I'm going to select the email from my previous response right here. As now I have selected this data from my previous response, the data is mapped, and as I have mapped the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in this step right over here, automatically that new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. So this is the prompt with the help of which we are going to generate the reply for our email. And then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button to generate the email right over here, okay? And as I've done that, you can see we have received a response. In the response, we have received the subject. This is a subject, that is re-inquiry about digital marketing services. And with that, we have received the email also. You can see right over here in HTML format. You can see right here, okay? So as now we have received this email reply generated, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to automatically reply it to the person who have sent us this email right over here in our Zoho Mail account. For that, I'm going to add another action step. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Zoho Mail right over here, as we're going to auto reply this email generated to our client back. And the action event over here is going to be send email right here. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have already created before. After that, click on connect with Zoho Mail right over here. It is asking for the domain name of our Zoho Mail account. To have the domain, log into your Zoho Mail account. Over here in the URL, you can find this next to mail dot and this /zm. You can see this is the domain, that is zoho.in. I'm going to copy this domain from here and paste this domain in this field right over here. These can be the domains of your account right here, okay? And then I'm going to click on this save button. As I've done that, we have received over here a dialog box which is asking for the permission. So I'm going to click on this accept button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this accept button right here. And as I've done that, you can see I have successfully authorized Zoho Mail to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for the account ID, using which account ID do we want to send the email. So I'm going to select the account ID from my drop down right here. It is asking for to whom we want to send the email address, the recipient's email address right here. For that, over here, I'm going to search for the from email address that we have received in this step. I'm going to search for the from. You can see this is the email address from which we have received the email. So I'm going to select the to over here as this email address right here. It is asking for the CC and the BCC address, which I do not require. So I'm going to skip the part. After that, it is asking for the from name. For the from name over here, I'm going to write over here as demo user right here. Okay, you can enter the team name also right here. It is asking for the from email. So for the from email, I'm going to enter my email address with the help of which the emails are going to be forwarded. So now for the from email over here, I'm going to write it as this is the from email right here. You can see, okay. After that, it is asking for the subject. Automatically, this AI agent has generated the subject. I'm going to map the data of the subject right here. After that, it is asking for the content type. I am going to select the content type as HTML. You can also select it as plain text. And for the body, I am going to map the data of this content generated by my AI agent. Okay. After filling in all the required details, I am going to click on this save and send test request button right over here. Okay. As I've done that over here, you can see we have received a response, which is a positive response. Now I'm going to open my Gmail account and check whether I have received the reply or not. For that, I'm going to open my Gmail account. I'm going to go back. And yes, you can see over here, I have received the reply of my inquiry. This is the reply you can see right here. Hi, John. Thank you for reaching out to Pixel Boost Agency. I hope you're doing well. I'm happy to provide you with your more information about our digital marketing services, especially on social media management packages. We manage a variety of platforms to help our clients maximize our online presence, including Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Pinterest. For small businesses, we offer several pricing plans tailored to meet different needs. Starting from this plan, you can see automatically the reply is generated with the details. Also, you can see right over here, okay? As now the reply is generated and been forwarded to my customer, this means that we have successfully created this AI agent with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, I am an owner of a digital marketing agency and I manage the communication with my clients using Zoho Mail. I receive a lot of inquiries on my Zoho Mail. So now to auto reply it, I have created this AI agent with Pabbly Connect. The trigger is Zoho Mail new email. Whenever I'm going to receive a new inquiry in my Zoho Mail account by my client, automatically the trigger over here is going to capture the response of that. Then an AI agent is going to generate the reply of that response, and as we're going to generate the reply, automatically that reply is going to be forwarded back to my client on Zoho Mail. You can see right over here with the help of this action step. And this is how you create this AI agent to auto reply on Zoho Mails. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.